Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kasey LeAlma, and today I think we are talking about goals. Hey, I just got a sandwich from Dairy Queen because I was hungry. I haven't had anything yet today. Here's my book. Tell me what we're talking about in, yes, goals update is what I want to film today. So we're gonna get into that as soon as I find my goals. I think they're in one of those binders. Let's see. Come on. Bandit. Yeah. I think it's in this one. Go away. You're not getting my sandwich. You're not getting my sandwich. I got a new chair. It's purple, but I feel like it's really small. So I am gonna try to gather my thoughts and then I will come back to you with this video. And I'm gonna eat my sandwich before my dogs eat it. So yeah. Okay, had lunch. My coworkers are in here. I think they're a little upset that I did not share my lunch with them, but now it's time to, isn't this so pretty? From the Bold Blooms collection at Erin Condren. I just love it. Okay, so for my goals update video, this is for quarter 2. It's currently, I guess, the middle of, not the middle, the tail end of quarter 2. We are in week 10 currently, according to the HB90 planner. So I have here, well, the first thing I asked for, what were the goals that I set for quarter 2? And so I had to go and look. 20 task blocks per week on writing. That was goal 1, which is my fiction writing goal that I have. I always do 3 goals. I'm sorry, I ate and then I got cold, so I had to put my sweatshirt on. And I feel like allergy. I need to take my medicine. The number 2 goal, which has to do with my business. Actually, both of these are kind of, let me look. Usually I set a personal goal with, like, I set 2 business related goals and then a personal goal, and this time I did not do that. Anyway, my number 2 goal is create engagement by responding to videos. This mainly had to do with my YouTube channel and then Instagram. And then the last goal was create valuable content for readers and writers. And this goal was geared towards getting my website up and utilizing it more so. Sorry, my allergies are killing me. So, and then I have, how well did I do? Since I had to go look at my goals, you probably know how well I did. Not well. But I had some good weeks. I did have some good weeks. I did not send out, part of my writing project brainstorm was book 2 to finish it. I'm not currently done with book 2 yet. I'm close. I'm getting close. But it's still a ways away. I find that I don't want to work on it, which is probably not good. And then I wanted to work on a short story about one of my side characters from my series. And it wasn't like I wanted to get it done, wrapped up or anything. I just wanted to start it. Didn't do that. The next project was my newsletter. I wanted to send 3 newsletters, 1 for each month. I do not think I sent any newsletters, which is bad because the people who subscribe to my newsletter are the only people that I can technically know for sure that I reach, since I own the list of that. But I didn't do that. And then the last project has WIC, which is my writing accountability group, my critique partner group that I have with 3 other writers. We get on every week, most of the time every week, for 2 to 4 hours. It depends on what we're talking about. And then I just noted that I needed to read through one of my critique partners' work this quarter. So that was like writing projects that I had. And then my social media projects, which was the creating engagement by responding to videos and like Instagram posts and stuff like that. I wanted to respond 2 times per week for Instagram and 2 times per week for YouTube. YouTube really wasn't too hard to do because I consume a lot of YouTube content because it's planner related. I consume a lot of planner related content, but I'm always afraid someone's gonna take one of my comments the wrong way because there's no context sometimes to just typing. And it's happened in the past where I've said something and I didn't particularly mean for it to come off to sound mean, but the person reading it made it sound that way. And so I'm always like, I don't really want to post, but that's part of this business, is engaging and stuff. So I was like, I should try again. And I have very much enjoyed, especially YouTube videos and commenting about planner related stuff. I have enjoyed commenting on other people's videos. But I do give some thought on like what I'm commenting and, try to make it sound as positive as possible, where it's still my opinion and like I still mean what I say. I'm not just typing stuff that I don't mean. I do mean it. But there are some like word choices that you can use differently and stuff to make it sound one way or another. So that wasn't that bad. I did not really comment on Instagram posts or reels or anything because my Instagram is made up of a lot of bookstagrams, book content, and writing content. And you would think that it would be easy to comment on posts, but the way that it works, I want to comment on posts that's in my genre, which is urban fantasy, but I didn't find a lot of content for urban fantasy that was like still relevant. I found some posts, but they were like 2 or 3 years old. And I am like, I don't want to comment on a post that's 2 or 3 years old. I want to comment on a post that someone posted. So I am still tweaking Instagram. I need to like follow more people in my genre, I think, to start. But yeah, YouTube went fairly well. At first I was watching videos and not commenting, and then I was like, nope. I think like 2 or 3 weeks in, I was like, nope. If I watch a video and it's writing related or planner related, I have to make a comment. And so I did that fairly well for a couple of weeks, and then I dropped off. So I need to go back and do that. And then for my business, I have developmental coaching. I want to try to get into developmental coaching, but I have no certificates or degrees or anything in it. I just love crafting stories. So I'm still like trying to brainstorm how I want to like jump into this kind of work. And then I had my blog as a project, and I think I posted two blogs on my website that I think are fairly well. As a consumer of information, I get newsletter emails from people that I subscribe to, and I get bored reading it. Like, I'll start it and I'm like, okay, cool, and then I'm just like, it keeps going, and I'm like, I don't have time to keep reading this stuff. Like get to the point. And so I try to make my blog posts, my newsletters, like straight to the point. I don't want to put a lot of fluff in them. I don't want them to be 10-minute reads. Like, I want you to pick up my newsletter and be able to read it in like 2 minutes. Like, I don't want to have to, like, if the newsletter comes in an email, I'm sorry, I'm using my hand as my phone, and you're scrolling through and you get to the end of the email, what the email app will show you, and it says read more. No, honey, I'm not gonna read more. I'm not gonna have to click that button to read more. That's just not me, and I don't know if that's a lot of other people too. Let me know in the comments if you're like that. So I tend to make my content shorter because I know that's the content I like to consume, is very fast content, which is probably why I like reels and stuff. And then I have 1 chapter per week. I'm not really sure if that was reading the chapter, talking about how I like short content and my videos are sometimes really long. So sorry about that, but it's weird how my brain works, but like emails I want to be short. I don't know how that works in my mind. But as I was saying, I have 1 chapter per week. I'm not sure, it doesn't say whether that was reading or writing a chapter a week. It probably was writing, but I don't know. I did this before April, so I have no idea what I was trying to get at. And then I have YouTube video as my recurring task, and that is putting out YouTube videos. And I have to say that I think I've done it. I don't think I missed a week this quarter for YouTube videos, which is surprisingly good for me. I tend to have like 2 months and then I take a month break, and then 2 months and a month break, like kind of on my videos. It's just kind of how my energy flows, I guess. But so those were my goals, and honestly I didn't really do that well because I thought by now I would have book 2. Like, book 2 was my highest priority task, and it did not go well. I'm still working on it, and I had hoped to be done by June, and I'm not. So and then my next question on my goals update that I wrote down that I wanted to talk about were, what problems and what solutions do I see? And I will just read you what I put because I did this a couple weeks ago, I think, when I was thinking about this video. But the first thing I listed was not being able to focus. I honestly do not know at this moment how many planners I went through in quarter 2. Like, I started in a Laurel Denise, and then I went to Erin Condren, and then I did HB90, I did Daily Grind, and then I'm currently back in the EC Daily Duo. I have set up, and in each planner I have set up the monthly one because the monthly is where I put my bills and stuff, and then I track. So I would switch in the middle of the month. I would just reset up the month. I would reset up all the events and things that were happening in that month, because I have in my EC, I set up April, May, and June in here. I set up all 3 quarters in the May thing. But I did not use all of it. I used like the first 2 weeks in April, 1 week in May, and now I'm on, I think I'm on my first week in June. Like, it's just, so that was the number 1 point that I put, the not being able to focus. There was just, literally. And then I question, am I in burnout? Maybe. I've wondered that because I don't want to work on my writing, even when I know I have a deadline to hit. I have a pretty major deadline. July 1st, it has to go to the editor. I'm paying the editor $600 to edit my book. It has to be done for her to do that. Or I'm just paying her $600 not to do anything, right? So, I have a deadline to hit. Do I want to work on book 2? No. No, I do not. You know, if you've been here a while, you know that I had an emotional breakdown in January due to my workforce and the things that happened in it. And by March, I was able to switch jobs because obviously I need a job because I live here. And one person earning the money cannot afford to live here. So I was able to find something else, and I still feel lost. Like, yeah, I still feel lost. And I put a lot of energy into finding the perfect, put my focus in finding the perfect planner. Right before I switched jobs, I bought a lot of Laura Denise stuff, and then realized that wasn't gonna work. And instead of, I'm like, I had planners, so I'm like, I'll just use what I have, which is why I went back to Erin Condren, because I had found that I had this 6 months of the Daily Duo that worked. And then I started thinking, maybe I should go back to Erin Condren, but then I see I'm being influenced this way and influenced that way, and I'm just all over the map. And one thought I have that I wrote down was that I'm over consuming everything, and that's just making me pivot. Like, ooh, let's try this. Okay, I tried that for 5 minutes and it didn't work, so let's try this. I tried this for 10 minutes and it didn't work, so let's try this. So yeah. So I know that what I'm doing is not working. I'm still proud of myself for the work I did in Q2. Like I said, I don't think I missed a YouTube upload, which is great. Even if I missed one, that's still a pretty good record for me. And honestly, I've enjoyed making these. It's one thing that I want to do, that I still want to do, and that my mind is just like coming up with ideas. I have ideas in here. So, and it's not that I don't want to work. Yeah, I don't want to work on book 2. But I find that I enjoy talking about book 2. I enjoy talking about book 3 and book 4 and book 5. I enjoy talking about my series. Like, I get really excited talking about my series. But doing the physical work, not so much. I have a lot to think about. It's halfway through June almost. So I'm going to try to write down as many thoughts and feelings for planners, because I don't think I'm gonna stay. I ordered a lot from EC. I ordered some more daily grind stuff. I've, have some stuff that I need to decide what I'm gonna do for the next quarter, in the hopes of like reeling this back. and getting more focused. So hopefully my next video will be showing you the system that I am going to try to implement for the next quarter. I have ideas, I have thoughts. I am continually writing them down in this. This is a EC softbound notebook. I tend to buy these, and I've learned that I don't like dark grid. I have to get the lined, but I have been using this for several years now to just journal and brain dump and just random notes in this, and I really like it. I think I'm gonna end the video there because I'm just all over the place, but please let me know in the comments, like, what are you feeling this year? Are you hopefully you're not as unfocused as I feel like I have been this year, and switching a lot of planners. There's just so much out there now. You hear about so much, and I just keep thinking, well, maybe this one will help, and maybe this one will help. Eventually, hopefully I'll find the one that will work. But maybe it's more of an internal thing that I need to do myself than an actual physical product. So yeah, that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed the ramblings. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.